Hi, I'm Nikki Houston and I'm head of the jewellery, silver and watch department at Dawsons. And I've got Neve with me and we're just going to have a chat about how the auction process actually works. And obviously we work for Dawsons, but as a company and what we produce, it's very, very different from other auction houses. But so when a client comes in and gets an auction estimate, how are we coming up with these?
So we are looking at auction results internationally. We have a database with basically how similar items or sometimes the same item have sold. So our estimates are based on that. Some things we need a little bit more nuance when we're looking at coloured gemstones.
Absolutely.
We need to be able to grade them and put them in the appropriate estimate. And the same with diamonds, but that's why we have gemologists basically and gemological skills.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is one of the common things that people don't understand is that a jeweler is not necessarily a gemologist.
Yeah.
And why should they be? They're selling jewellery, but the in-depth study of gemstones is from a gemologist.
Sure, exactly.
So when we're looking at some of the coloured gemstones, we're often using the laboratories in order to add value, basically. So for example, a large diamond, we will get certified by De Beers, or a coloured gemstone, if we think that it has had no treatment at all, then we will send it to GCS in London.
Yeah.
And the same with pearls. If we think that those are natural, then again, we'll send it to laboratory. So we've got the estimate, and then what happens to the pieces when someone consigns them for sale?
So those pieces are then shipped off to our photographers and to our marketing team. So that's all in-house, but they basically do their magic on it. We don't quite know what goes on behind the scenes with the marketing, but we sit on videos and we have a look, and basically they will use the algorithms online.
Yes.
And basically attract buyers for those pieces.
Wonderful. And then the cataloguing process, what are we doing there?
That is quite in depth. So again, that is making use of our gemological skills. Every piece is meticulously gone through. We have to test all of the gemstones. We are weighing, we're basically describing the piece in as much detail as possible. And that is often sometimes as well where we find those little pieces that we go, oh, this is something quite special. This doesn't have heat treatment. This one needs to be shipped off to a lab. So that's also, it's a second process beyond the initial valuation.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it takes time and it's quite high intensity work because we're measuring stones, we're testing the piece, we test all diamonds to see whether they're lab grown or whether they're natural, so that we're giving that assurance to our prospective buyers.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And to your clients as well. They know that the piece is being looked at properly and thoroughly, so that they get the best price for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So then we've got all the pieces catalogued, and then I order the sale in order to try and get a nice flow through the sale when it's being sold. So trying to put sort of like-minded pieces together to give that nice flow on the sale day. And the catalogue is published.
And then we have our viewing days. So this is when we have it open to the public.
Lovely.
To come in and view the pieces that are on, basically coming up for sale.
And we have the wonderful Nikki who looks after the view for us. And the reason that we have the wonderful Nikki is because the rest of my members of the team, they are there doing condition reports. And these condition reports are from people who will never come into the sale room. So they are from all around the world, and we have to give them condition reports on the pieces, and they may ask for specific questions, extra photographs of it worn, and just more details on the pieces that we have.
Exactly, yeah, that's basically it.
And then we have the auction day.
All of our efforts in that one day.
in that one day. So we average about 60 lots an hour selling.
Yes.
And the sale is streamed on 6 different internet platforms. The reason for that is you've got a different global geographical pull for the different internet platforms, and they can all compete against each other, and that is the final hammer price at the end of the day, whether something is sold or not sold. And it's quite exciting.
It is. It's nice to see, like we do 2 sales every month with the jewellery, but it is kind of the final finish, I suppose, as well, and it's nice to see your efforts go somewhere.
Yes, and we always say it's 0 to 0, because when the last gavel falls, then we're on again. But also for some things that don't actually sell during the auction, then we do have after sale offers that we can put forward to our clients to see whether they're happy with that process, and then we start again. I mean, we're very unusual to have
2 in every month. That
2 in every month.
A high turnover with it, absolutely,
yeah.
But it's acting as it's middleman. It's basically
absolutely in order to get the best possible price, get a global market. And I know if you've ever sold anything online, Facebook Marketplace, all the rest of it, you know all the questions that come from people, and we're actually the people that do that for our jewellery sales, jewellery, silver and watches. So a lot going on. So that is basically how the auction process works at Dawsons. And if you have any questions, then please telephone or email the jewellery department. Thank you.